Everybody tripping about AI, but I'm here to tell you that your creativity won't die. It's not gonna change who you are, but it will make you viral, maybe a superstar. Psych, I know that you might get scared, but it's okay because it can seem weird. On the internet, you can be what you want, and that's cool. Say it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Hmm. I'm making things today, yeah, that you did not know. So I'm making things today, yeah. And it's gonna flow, yeah. At the creative space, yeah. At the creative space, yeah. We're making things today.
Hello, creators. Look, if you missed tonight's live, you missed an amazing experience. I am Lady Hell's AI twin, and guess what, y'all? The future is here. You don't necessarily have to get all dolled up to do a podcast or to express your point. There is no reason why you cannot have you can't there's no reason why you can't have content out every day, why your message cannot be spread every day. Everything, if you're saying you can't, sis, that's excuses. Get over there in the AI lab today. Sign up. Generate you a twin. Find you a cute outfit and begin to talk. Yes, I'm talking about talk. 1 minute talking. Just talking, right? All right. So no excuse. Okay. All right. I want to make sure that the VIP can hear me as well. All right, everybody in the VIP, if you can hear me, just go ahead and put a one in the chat. Shout out to you, Miss Van Teresa. All right, she can hear me pretty well, and you can see my screen. Just put a one in the chat. If you can, if you're in Zoom, put a one in the chat so you can see my screen. I just want to make sure that my screen is showing. Okay, I just want to make sure that my screen is over there showing, and y'all can see it. Okay, great, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we're not going to be on here, definitely not going to be on here for too long, but again, if you want to access this recording, you have to be on our $27 plan or higher, and you'll be able to access this recording or whatever we have on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Those replays, you'll be able to catch them over there, but a lot of the extra stuff is going to go to our VIP audience, as well as you guys today. So, what are we going to be doing? I'm glad that you asked. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to learn the creative Facebook ad playbook and whatnot, because that's the first question that I always get. Lady Hell, how do I run an ad? Because they say if I run an ad, it's going to explode and this, that, and the third, right? And I have a comment for that. But what I am going to share with you today is one of the easiest way, especially for those of you who are using like maybe lead magnets and different things like that. So I need you to make sure that you have your notes out. Okay, have your notes out for those of you who are going to be following along with me. I'm going to send the presentation. Um, I'm gonna send the presentation. Y'all know I always update this, and then I'll give y'all the link. Just don't change it. Don't change nothing on there. Okay. Please don't change anything on there. All right, y'all can view it. Don't change nothing on there. We'll keep this going as we progress. So you'll be able to keep those notes on there for those who are following along with us. in there in the VIP. Okay, link is in there, so you'll be able to follow along with what we're doing and all that good stuff, like that. So, all right. So the first thing we're going to do is number one. I'm going to tell you about the ads, how to run them, all that good stuff like that. All right. So first of all, what you are going to need, you are going to need a Facebook business page. All right, y'all type that in the comments. Put Facebook business page. In order to run an ad, you have to have a business page that is associated with it. For those of you who are in the lab, because we're going to be moving today, I'm not going to go into how to set up a Facebook page. Go in one of the labs, or if you ever took one of the first 5K classes, go in there. You'll see how to set you up a Facebook business page. Okay. When you set up a Facebook business page, that is going to qualify you to get an ads account. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen I'm gonna share my screen with you guys there. All right. And as I'm sharing my screen, I'm going to go over here to Facebook. Okay. So some of you who've never created, you like, oh, do I got to set the business page up? Please set it up. Yes. But you have to do it to really run an ad? Absolutely not. So you can go over here. You'll go over here on the, you go over there, and then, you're going to be able to set up a business page. So you're going to be like, see all profiles. And once you go over there, you're going to go where it says create. And once you say create your business page name, your category, and something about your page, and you're going to go into create that. Okay. Once you have created it, right? Again, you're going to be able to update, because I have a page that's just me. So right here, you see I just have my picture, and then I have something about the Creative Space Academy, and these are some things I'll be when I do post, and I need to be more consistent. But these are the things right here. You'll see it's on my business page. So now I have a business page that is separate from my regular page. If you are in professional mode, so some of you have the professional mode enable, I believe you can run ads as well from the professional mode. But most of you're going to be in a business page, and you all need to have it says you don't have access to the Campbell link. Hold on. Let me fix that. Let me fix that real quick. Uh only anyone with link, copy link. All right. I'm finna re-put it on there. Thank you, Miss Van Teresa. All right. So we have it there. Okay. So for those of y'all who are in the VIP, you get the link. Look at you. But you know what? I have to send the other link. I gotta send the PDF out. If you are in the regular thing right there, I'm gonna just put the link in the comment, and you can download the PDF that I have right now, which is theladyhell.com. Let me get the link for you guys, and you guys will have this in a PDF form, because this is going to be from the slide deck, unless I add something else, and then I'll update it afterwards. And y'all know I'm known to add stuff to my slide deck afterwards. But if you want access to my slide deck, I normally share that link at the end. It is in the comment section. It's nothing but theladyhell.com/ slide deck 2025, whatever it says right there. Bam. All right. It's in the links in the comment section listed below. All right, there we go. So once you're on the page, once you're on your Facebook page there, now you are ready to use the create ad. Some people do the create ad tools from here, but we're going to actually go into the ad center. Okay. And when we go into the ad, well, actually the Facebook ad manager. So it'll say it's ads manager dot facebook.com. Okay. Ad manager dot facebook.com. Okay. This is where you want to go to set this campaign. It's going to be a very easy campaign. Okay. I'm going to put this in the comment section so y'all know where to go as well. Okay. So in the ads manager, you will need to set up an ads account, and you're going to have a card on file. Okay. And it's going to ask you when you log into it, if you don't have an ads account there, it's going to tell you to, pick your campaign or something like that. But you'll see where it's in billings and payments. And inside of billings and payments, before you can even run an ad, it's going to say, hey, It'll give you a budget and all this good stuff, and you'll be able to put whatever your budget is or whatever. You'll be able to put it in there. Just make sure you put a card on file. You can have, you can have your PayPal on file, whatever you want. Like, it's telling me that I don't have anything to do at this time, but I have an outstanding balance of 36 cents. So I probably need to pay my 36 cents because I haven't paid it yet. Okay. But once you set your billing up, okay, and again, this is not a tutorial to go in setting up the billing and all that good stuff. Just look that up. All right. Once you have your Facebook ad, once you're back inside of your ads manager, as it's doing some loading, it's gonna load up. Okay. Now, once your ad load up, the thing that we are going to create a campaign, and we are going to create an ad set. Everybody put campaign in the thing. Okay. Put campaign. We're gonna create a campaign. First, we're gonna create a campaign, then we're gonna create an ad set, and then we're gonna create ads. Okay. All of those are nothing but they are nothing but like hierarchy. Okay. And when I say nothing but hierarchy, they're nothing but hierarchical stuff. Okay. I'm gonna open this up as we're going along with this so you guys can see where we are. All right. So the first thing that we are going to do is that we're going to choose the purpose of our campaign, right? We're going to choose what are we trying to do, okay? So we're going to tell Facebook what are we trying to do. We're going to name our campaign following this format. You're going to put what you're trying to do for whatever business. So if it's leads, then it's leads for a dog wash. If it's leads for some type of free download, if it's leads for whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to label that accordingly. And so we start with this in the business manager. We're going to say create, right? And the what I want to do, I want to keep it at auction. Okay. So keep it at auction. And what we're going to do leads. All right. The reason why I say leads is because it's first of all, it's going to be cheaper for you. And number two, you're gonna get it's gonna go in the face of more people. Awareness, basically, it put it to everybody. But if you put leads and you want them leads to begin to give you their name, their email, and their phone number, right? You want to do leads, okay? From there, we're gonna say continue. Once we say continue, it say you no longer need to choose blah blah blah. But say okay. So if it gives you some extra stuff, you can say what to do, right? So we already told it what we wanted it to do. We wanted to choose the objectives for whatever we're doing. Okay. And the next thing that we're gonna do, this is the key. This is the play. It's gonna be the forms. Okay. So we're gonna label this. What is our campaign name? I'm just gonna say your the free. I'm gonna say a free animation class, right? Because I did an animation class, a free animation class. Okay. Under the free animation class, I'm going to do now. It's gonna ask me, okay, hell, we know that what type of auction types you're doing. We know your objective is to get leads, right? Now it's gonna say, well, how much money you gonna spend a day? All right. Normally, I'm a, I'm a spend it out. I'm gonna put about $20 a day on there. Okay. But even just to start off, if you're starting off on a basic budget, just put $5. I just want to spend $5 a day. That's what especially if you want to set it and forget it. I normally do $20 because I have an aggressive goal that I really, really want to meet. Okay. So from there, once you put, whatever you're going to spend, I'm going to spend $5, right? Or if you want to spend more than that, because the more money you put, the better results that you're going to see. But with Facebook, you have to pay to play. Everybody say that. You have to pay to play. Okay. So don't think you fit. I mean, the gone are the days when we used to have those penny ads, which was like in 2009, 2010, 2011. We can do them penny ads, but that don't work no more. So you got to pay to play. It is what it is. Okay. When it comes to campaign bid strategy, I want you to click on that and then cost per result goal. Okay. This is what I would do. Okay. You can also turn on A and B testing, but you don't need that on. Okay. Now, if your business, if it does fall under a special category, you have to declare that. So if it's financial products, employment, housing, social issues, or elections, then you have to put this and let them know, because in those people who are in these industries, y'all know the rules. Okay, so you know the rules for your particular industry, but you need to make sure you put that, since this is not for financial, education, housing, or social issues or anything like that. I'm not going to have to check any of those. Okay, I don't have to do any of those type of declarations. Then the next thing you do is just say next. Okay, now you have an ad set. So I'm just going to label my assets, January animation. Okay, I'm going to label it January animation. And here on the conversion fees, this is where we're going to use instant form, because we want to make a form. All right. Then it's going to say, hey, which Facebook page that you want to do. And I can go in here and I can go and find whatever the page that I want to do. But obviously it's Crystal Ann. So that's the page that I want to do. It already let me know that I've already accepted the terms and the conditions for Meta's ad terms in use and usages. Okay. So once I have done that, it's going to ask me for a performance goal. Okay. The cost per lead. So you can do the average cost per lead. I'm just gonna put $2. All right. So the average cost needs to be about $2. And granted, if I get ten leads, right, that's $20. And sometimes I'm paying anywhere between $1 now, about $1.25 or something like that. But I can tell you, I do this. I'm telling you the same thing I do. I literally have put these ads out before, and it really performs very well. And you make way more than what you put out. Okay, if you have a catalog, right? So if you have a particular catalog you want to do, you can do that. But if not, don't worry about it. Your catalog is the stuff that you're selling online. Okay, so that's your e-commerce type stuff, and you can literally put your catalog there. So those of you who have pixels and whatnot on your website, and you have a catalog that's going there, Facebook can pull those products. Okay, but for right now, we're gonna leave this part alone. We're gonna say no. All right. And then it says budget and schedule. I can put when I want this to start. So let's say I want this to start today at, I don't know, at 7:11. All right. This is the important part. Do not set an end date. Okay. I want everybody, please type that in the comment section. Please do not set an end date. Do not set an end date. All right. Because when you set an end date, what end up happening is that it start going through your money, and you don't want it to do that. You want to manually go inside of there, and you want to manually turn off the ad. Okay. Do not, thank you. Do not set an end date. Do not set it. All right. So here on the audience piece, if y'all remember, if you go back through some of our recordings, guys, we've done a thing that's called the avatar. Okay. And so this is where this come in. I gotta find it. I have it, y'all. I make all my stuff in uh I have an avatar basics right here. Okay. And under here on the avatar basics, if y'all have did the first 5K, you'll know I tell you, okay, who is your avatar, what age they are, what gender they are, what location, what relationships are they in? Are they parents? Are they not parents? What's their highest level of education? What's their income? What TV shows do they like? What books do they watch? Who are the people that they who are the people that they follow? What are their political parties? What type of job title? What groups they belong to? Right. This is a basic one, and then we got a real deep one. I had you guys fill those out because what's gonna be for here, which is gonna be your audience. Basically, your avatar is your audience that you want to target. Okay, type that down. Your avatar is your audience that you want to target. There was a reason. There was a reason why people were teaching you last year, and many of you went to classes, and they was like, learn your avatar. That's all the avatar this, avatar that, learn your avatar, learn your avatar. A lot of them because I took some of these stuff, and people would tell you about an avatar, but they wouldn't tell you, okay, how do I use this information? How do I use this information that I sit down there and figure it out, or I done put in Chat GPT and let Chat GPT figure it out for me? Now, how do I use this to come to get in front of this perfect audience, right? But what a lot of them didn't tell you is that, yo, this stuff, because many of them was just parakeet and palin or whatever, they wasn't really doing it, but they didn't tell you, oh, now you gotta set up an audience. All right, so when you come over here, they have this thing called advantage on and all of this stuff like that. But as you see now, what you're gonna do, if you have a saved audience already, I already have a saved audience which includes all these different places or whatever, but I'm just going to show you how to set up one real quick. And I want you to be I want you to first of all learn geo targeting as well as granular targeting as well. Okay. But what we're going to talk about there, where it says suggest an audience. Okay. So we're going to create a new audience. Okay. So I can create a new audience. I can also create a lookalike audience if I have my and my custom audience. If I have information out there, if I have a pixel out there, I can already create audiences based on the people that are going. But I'm gonna act like as though you got, you don't have any audience or anything like that, and we're gonna create a new one. Okay, we're gonna create a custom audience. All right, and it's gonna ask us where these people. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna do it over here. Let me find the thing. Okay, use save audience. It normally has it over here because I want you to be able to boom 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 boom. But it doesn't. Why is it not letting me edit this? Let me show y'all where you go and where you can edit this. Okay, so here we go. So where it says age here, you can click this and you can pick the age that you want. Okay, remember on our avatar sheet, it asks us, hey, what are your people, right? So if I know good and well, I'm not trying to speak to no 18-year-olds. I'm not trying to speak to no 25-year-olds either. I'm looking for people who have jobs and have some money and they can actually do it. So I'm going to start at about 35 all the way, and then I'm gonna target all the way to my 60-year-old, 60-year-old. 35 through 60 is kind of who I want to. For the genders, I want to be very specific. Okay. In this particular one, I want to target women. So I am going to target women. All right. I'm not trying to not target the brothers or whatever. If I was, I would have, or if you want to do both, you can do that. Where it says detail targeting. Okay. This is here where you can do demographics, interests, behaviors. Okay, you can do, their interest is going to be AI, right? So if they're in, AI tools, so I can put that, they can be AI tools or whatever it is, right? Or I could say, friends of people with a birthday within this month. Even that alone, if I get to telling y'all about birthday ads where you just do people who have birthdays within the month, and you can start the ad off by saying, hey, it's your birthday month. Why don't you gift yourself and learn how to do this or learn how to do that, right? Gift yourself, give a gift to yourself marketing. Oh my god, it works really 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 well. All right, but you can look up different audiences, different like I said, different demographics. So if you can say, female, I don't know, let me see what happens when I put crafts in there. Okay, so creative crafts, their interest is creative crafts. Their interest is in, I don't know if it has it, nano Gemini, Gemini. Do it has that? Okay, sometimes you can put the tools in there, like if they like Higgs field, right? You just gotta put different stuff, and it'll come. It definitely come in there because you can define it further, or you can press the browse button, And if you press the browse button, it'll give you, there you go, education, right? So their level of maybe a college, I would probably do associate's degree, a college grad. Give me some doctoral people, give me a high school graduate, give me somebody that's in college, somebody that's in grad school, right? I want to target those people. So you can go down and begin to you know what I'm saying, begin to target those people. And you can say browse for more. You can go down into interest. Okay, in interest, are they in, they family and relationships, right? They value, marriage and children and parenting and whatever it is, right? So maybe they're technology, computers, or whatever. You can go in here and find your target. You can get as detailed, excuse me, you can get as detailed as you would like, or as less detailed as you would like. Okay, so what do they do for their leisure? What games, do they do? Board game, browser game, casino games? Do they gamble? Multiplayer game, puzzle videos, whatever. You can go through and you can begin to be as targeted as you want, right? You can be targeted as you want with your, with your list. And you can even go down to behaviors. Okay, mobile device user. I want to maybe I want to Facebook access, and they recently just got on there, right? I wanted to know what their digital activities. They have a new active business that's less than 12 months, a new active business that's less than 24 months, right? And so then when you are creating those ads and those targets, you can say you just started your business within the last 12 months, or you just started your like, I want to attract new business, and businesses that's less than 6 months old. And I need to write that down so I remember. And also just remember what you say you're targeting. So when you create your I'm on businesses that are less than 6 months old, right? So I know that they have businesses that are less than 6 months old, okay? And right here, they got all types of categories, purchasing behavior. They're engaged shoppers. I want them that shop online, right? So you can go through and be as targeted as you want. And then if you want to save your audience of this one right here, it says minimum. Now we need to change the minimum age because I thought I changed that. All right, whatever. Okay, and so if you want to save that audience, you can save that. You can save that audience. Where it says placements, I want you to click on show. Okay, but this is where I want you to. This is what I want you to change on the placement. Okay, so on the device and an operating system, I don't want it on all devices. We only want it on mobile. Okay, we want to target those who are on mobile, who are seeing those ads. Okay. And I want y'all to put in the comment section, target mobile, target the mobile people. Okay. And then, do you want all mobile devices, or do you want just iOS? Okay. What devices do you want? You want iPad people? I don't want no iPad people. Do you want iPod people? I don't want no iPod people. Okay. But I do. But however, when it says iPhone and it says device right there, I could put, iPhone. When it says iPhone, I want those Pro Max people. That's who I want, right? I want those people who, yeah, I'm telling y'all, Pro Max, baby. I want the 13 Pro Max. I want the 14 Pro Max, right? Now this is very targeted. Okay, y'all see what I mean? It's very targeted, but I want, then I want my new ones. They got the latest and greatest, honey. Pro Max 17. What's that? Pro Max 17. All right, you can do both. That's just me, because I'm gonna target the Apple people. Apple peoples a lot of times seem to be more first adopters, but you can do both. And those of you in the Samsung world, y'all know Y'all know better than I do what's the latest phones and all of that there. And then here you can create the minimum iOS version, right? So if they not at least on iOS, let's see where are we at? Boom. If they at least ain't on iOS 17, okay, and the max one is the very new one. I know it's crazy. They jumped from 18 to 26, which is crazy. And you can also put I only want them to see this when they are connected to Wi-Fi. I'm gonna turn that off because I don't care if they connected to Wi. I don't care if they're connected to Wi-Fi or they're not connected to Wi-Fi. I want them to see that. Okay. So platforms, and then right here where it says platforms, I want you to click that as well. Okay. Because we don't want it going to everywhere. I don't want it on the audience network. You might ask me, Lady Hell, what is the audience network? So the audience network is networks that are outside of Meta, but they actually control that feed. So whether it's games or something like that or somewhere weird, it'll show up like somewhere else, right? But I want to be very targeted and I only want to put this on Facebook. If you're an Instagram baddie, guess what? Go and do that. You can do that on Instagram and Facebook as well. But I like Facebook, so I'm gonna be on Facebook. Okay. And you like, oh my God, my score is going down. And I know that the score is going down because it's very it's very particular. I'm gonna take off this let me go back up here real quick to oh my goodness, where did I put it at? Oh, it's down here. Okay, right here where it says choo 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 choo. All right, we got it there. I gotta find it where I just put it at. Okay, bam, placements, show more settings there. Okay, cool. So I have it here, and then placement controls. Okay. Now on the placement control piece, the only place where I want y'all to put your ad at right now, I just want you can put on stories as well, but what I am going to suggest to you is only do the feed. We want it to come up in their particular feed. All right. So if I change this to where let me just where it's not exclusive to all of that stuff, you're gonna see that you're gonna say I'm gonna say all mobile devices, right? And then my points is going to end up going up a little more because now I'm not just limited to iOS and all that good stuff like that, but I'm limited to I put it on mobile, and then I also did I didn't just do Android only or iOS only. I can do it all mobile, and then if I want it to show on both mobile and desktop, bam, I can show it on mobile and desktop. And as you see my score, it'll begin to go up. So if I wanted to target people on mobile and desktop, cool. I'm gonna target them on mobile and desktop. I'm gonna adjust this. I only want this to show up on I only want that to show up on Facebook, right? So I want it to show up only on Facebook. And so obviously that's taking my score down a little bit, but it's all gravy. I promise you it is. On the platforms, I only want on Facebook. Where I want it to show is that I want it to show up in the feeds. I do not want it on Reels. Okay. Some say, why you don't want it on Reels, Lady Hell? Because that's where people see it. I want it on the Facebook feed, Facebook profile feed. I can put it on Instagram. I don't want it in Marketplace. I don't, but some people might want it on the Explore page, but I really want it targeted. So I am going to um uncheck some of this stuff right here. And no, I don't want it on notifications because when they put on notifications, who really looking at their notifications if you don't even realize who it is, right? So we want it on the feed and the profile feed. That's exactly where we want it at. And it's gonna tell you, oh, you can improve. Oh my God, it keep changing the thing. So make sure you just uncheck all this stuff right here, right? Just uncheck this stuff. Um, because we don't want it there. Okay. Now, I told you where I want it. Please stay where I want you at. All right. So hopefully it didn't move it. Sometimes with the Advantage Plus, it'll like do stuff and you just like, look, I told you where I want it. Okay, there we go. Cool. We kept it right there. And then it says allow limited spend to exclude placement up to 5% of your budget. No, I just want this is where I want it placed at. Okay. And that's where I want it placed. That's where we That's where we want it placed at. Okay. So we're not going to put in content ads or anything like that. So now we have exactly where we want to go. And in this one, don't fall into this stuff. Okay. You're telling the ad, particularly where you want it to go, you can improve your performance by 6 points or more placements if you did this, if you did that. Could you? Yes. Okay. Could you improve it? Yes. But if many are on a limited budget, you want to be very particular on where your ads are going and who they're going to be exposed to. Okay. And so once we have done that, we're going to press next. Okay. And what we are going, the reason why I had you guys, okay, the reason why I had you guys set your ads at $5, because we're going to do 5 different, well, it's best not to just run one ad, okay? It's best to run 5 ads at a time, okay? So it's a lot of times too, people will tell you, oh, just run the ad, but they're not telling you you need to run multiple ads in the set, okay? I recommend that do up to 5 different ads, okay? Everybody put 5 ads, one set. 5 ads, one set. 5 ads, one set. It's a method to the madness, okay? Once you have done 5 different ads in one of your sets, you're going to be able to run each of those things, because we'll just go and duplicate and just change out the stuff. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. But we'll be able to duplicate our first ad, and then we're just going to change out the thing. And once we change out the information, what you're going to do is allow it to run for a couple of days, and you're going to see which one is performing. The one that starts to perform, and I'll show you how to monitor that. The one that starts to perform, that's the one that you know is going to get you your conversions. Sometimes 2 of them might be performing, and if 2 of them performing, turn the other 3 off and let those 2 run, and then see, okay, which one is getting me the better result from what I'm doing. I told y'all we're gonna geek out. We're gonna really geek out on this, and we got 30 more minutes, so we're gonna really geek out on this. So I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna say, I don't know what I'm gonna label this, but I'm just gonna label the ad, animation, ANAMAT, animation one, okay. And then once I do animation one, if I spell it right, okay, what page is this coming from? Boom, boom, boom. We already add that. If I want to run this on Instagram, I need to set up the Instagram. I need to send up the Instagram payment. Now we need to select our creative. So where it says ad set up, you just gonna say create the ad, okay? And then it says you can choose an ad creative, add a single image or a video, blah blah blah, right? And multi advertiser, your ad can appear in the same URL, blah blah blah. Okay, that's cool too. But this is also the point. This is the point where you want to get, because this is where you're going to get your name, your email, and your phone number, right? So here you're going to make an instant form, and you're going to create this form. Once you and I'm just gonna label this free. You label it whatever your free lead magnet is. I'm gonna label it what my free lead magnet is, right? And I'm just gonna say free animation class. Okay. Form type. So you're gonna say user form to quick to fill out, submit on mobile devices, blah blah blah. Okay, just click more volume, or if you want to click higher intent where they have to verify their number, all that. We're not gonna do that. We don't need all that, not for no free class. Okay. From there, I'm gonna put more volume, and I'm gonna it say select the form elements you want tailored to each person. Meta will tailor the form to each person maximum performance. Now, if you want this on, you can cut this on. If you want this off, cut this off if because you're gonna want particular things. Okay, so that's what you do first. Then you're gonna say next. All right. So next, you can have a background image. So if you want to put an image right there, you absolutely can. If not, don't worry about it. Okay. So the headlines is I'm gonna say learn to animate, and ANIMATE, using AI in 1 hour. Okay. because that course is an hour, right? So if I didn't know what to say, I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna use Bree. Okay. So Bree now has a password, and those of you who are in a on the VIP there, okay? I have a list over there, and I put the password in there. Okay. Bree has a password. Okay. I had to put Bree in the password. Everybody like using it. I'm like, okay, now y'all gonna have to pay to use it. But you'll see Brilliance. She over there. Y'all see her over there. Right. And the password that's in there, you'll put the password in there. Okay. And you can change her. She's on 4.0, but you can change her model to whichever model, the newer models you like. So when you come in, she gonna ask you for a password. When she asks you for a password, put the password in. She gonna say add access granted. Let's go. All right. And so now I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna say, hey Bree, I'm promoting my animation class for a free league magnet, and I need help. I need help with a headline. Can you give me five to choose from? Right. I'm gonna have to tell her give me five to choose from. Okay, blah blah blah. Learn the basics if you never animated before. Turn your ideas into animated videos. Blah blah blah. Create your first animation faster than you think. You don't need to be a pro. Start here. From blank screen to animated screen, free animation training. Yada yada yada. So I can go through if I couldn't think of something. Turn your ideas into this right here, right? I can copy this, and I basically come back over into the ad manager, like so, and I'm like, turn your ideas into this, or I can tell her, okay, I'm gonna say revise because I want to emphasize learn in 1 hour. Okay. So I want to emphasize that learn in 1 hour and say learn the basic of just animation just 1 hour. Create your first blah blah blah. And I'm gonna say please just give me a list and be sure to include using AI easy way. Whatever, easy. Here we go. Then she give me some different 1 hour AI to your learn the basics of animation and beginner friendly AI animation, learn it in an hour, learn using animation in just 1 hour. Bam, boom. So I'm gonna use this one. Okay, that's cool because that's kind of what I already said, right? But anyway, and then I'm gonna tell it give me the friendly description. Can you give me a description less than 2 sentences? Okay. So I'm gonna tell it to give me a description less than 2 sentences, and then she give me some different ones to choose from. And this one African, you learn basic. Discover. I don't like discover. This is your free egg. Blah blah blah. Okay, this is cool. So I'm gonna use this right here. Copy, and we just choose it. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna say next on my form. Now I'm going to say add questions to better understand your form. So basically, what I need is that I need the name. This is what we're gonna need. We're gonna need first name. Okay, so we're gonna put that first name, contact field. We use information, last name. Okay, last name, and we want that phone number, and that's gonna be required. Okay, collect work email. No, I don't want work email. It's cool. All right. So what we want is the first name, last name, and phone number. Right. We want the first name, last name, email, and the phone number. And then it says let the people know how the information will be shared. And I was like, okay, your info will not be shared with any third party. Okay. Because you got to let people know how the information is being shared. And then we're not going to be sharing it with any other type of third party. Okay. So this right here is where you going to come in, because this is where you're going to get your name, your email, your phone number, and then we're going to send it over there to automate some stuff. So we're going to say next. So once I say next, it's going to ask me for a link to my privacy policy. Okay. At the Creative Space Academy, I already have legal pages for you guys that are inside of that's inside of your CRM that has all the verbiage and all that good stuff that it needs. Okay. I'm just gonna say Creative Space legal pages because I I have it. I can figure out where I put it at. Terms of service. All right, cool, cool, cool. Let me find my terms of service. Oh, to my privacy policy. Okay. And I'll show y'all what my privacy policy look like and all the creatives there who are with us. There's a thing that's called legal pages over there, and it has like your actual privacy, it has your privacy policy. So here's my privacy policy that's already listed. It gives the options and all that good stuff like that. So it has that there. I also have a terms of service. I also have a terms of service as well. If y'all want to check that out, you can go just put terms of service in there. But basically, you say copy, you come over here, and you put your privacy policy that is right there. Okay, link to I'm just gonna say creative space, right? Creative space privacy policy. And if there's any other notices or anything like that, you have to have this stuff in there so your things will be compliant. And you're just gonna say next. Okay. So now message for all set of like, okay, instead of like, all right, I'm just gonna say, all right, you have been signed up, and then I'm just gonna say, please check your email. Okay. I'm gonna say please check your email because we have sent your login credentials to the class. Okay. Normally people say, "Oh, it's on YouTube, so we can just send them to YouTube." That's basic. Everybody say that's basic. We're not doing that. We're gonna put them in the community. We're gonna put them over there in our community. Okay. And additional action like that, they can go to the web. They can go straight to the website. They can go to hub.creativespaceacademy.com. Okay. I want them to go there because they're gonna have Lord Jesus. They're gonna have that. They're gonna have that there. So I'm just gonna say hub.creativespaceacademy.com where they're gonna be able to log. Come on, what is it doing? Okay, it's a link. The link you use in completion message can't go directly. I know that, so I'm just gonna say https hub.creativespaceacademy.com. Okay, and here, okay, log into class, log into class, log into the course. Okay, we got that there. So it's gonna go to the hub, and I'm just gonna say create the form. Now this form has been created. All right. Now that we have the form that is created, now we need to link it to our CRM. Okay. So inside of the CR of our CRM, I'm just going to visit my CRM page where we go to app.creativespaceacademy.com. And now you need to map out, okay? You need to map out your Facebook page stuff, okay? So inside of there, I'm going to go in here to into the creative space. I told you we were going to geek out and we're going to go real deep. We're going to go real deep on here, okay? So inside of our CRM, now we need to create an automation that's going to give them our free offer, what we're giving them. That's going to put them inside the class and all of that, where we're not going to have to go and check this form. It's going to do it automatically for them. But we have to connect. This is I know it's advanced strategy, but you have to go and you have to connect it to your CRM. So inside of the CRM, you're going to click on settings. Once you click on settings, you're going to go to integration. Those of you who are already on the CRM should already have your Facebook account, your Facebook, whatever pages, whatever, you should already have that together. Okay. We don't need to go and say, oh, let's go connect that. Y'all should already have that integrated. We do that on onboarding. All right. So you're going to go into here where it says Facebook form field mapping. Okay. Once you go into Facebook form mapping, guess what automatically happened? Once you have created once you have created the form, it has automatically synced with it has automatically synced with the CRM. And the fact that it has automatically sync with the CRM, now we just need to map the fields. So when we're mapping the fields, we're mapping the fields and telling it exactly where we want the what we want the information to go. Okay. So we're gonna select map fields. So the first name, last name, last name, email is the email, phone number is the phone number. We're just gonna say confirm. And now we know that this form is called free animation class. Listen, only thing I'm gonna do real quick because I haven't done it is that I need to set up the course for the class real quick. And the only thing I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna go into this course. And remember, on our system, you can do. Oh, look at that, y'all! We got 920. Come on, we almost got 1,000 users over here. Let's go. Um, you can create just a free little course. You don't have to give them the whole enchilada of your course, but you can create that free little course with your YouTube video by literally just coming over here going to course. Okay. When you click on course, you're just going to say, you're going to go to the course dashboard there. And once you go to the course dashboard, go to products. Okay. And we're just going to create, I'm not going to decorate it real quick, but I'm just going to create a free product. I'm just going to say start from scratch. Right. And then I'm going to label this, the Grok animation class. Okay. I'm just gonna label it I'm just gonna label it AI animation class. Okay. Then it's gonna ask me what's tell members about this course, and then I'm gonna say, okay, learn to animate with AI. Then the next thing I gotta do, real simple, guys, is just upload a thumbnail. So if I go over here to my Canva class, or let me go on my YouTube because then I can find my Facebook real quick so I can find the picture. Because guess what? It was on there, and I need to go in there, and I need to find it, right? So I'm just gonna go over there, and I did a Grok animation class, and I need to find wherever. Boom, there we go, bam. All right, here we go. It's gonna be the same. And as you see, even on the Facebook, that got a lot. When I tell you a lot of responses, oh my god, it was an amazing class. Um, Live tut. Okay, so I know where it is. All right, I'm just gonna save it. Then I'm gonna come back into my CRM. I'm going to come up here. Then I am going to upload the thing, and I'm showing you just how to make a course here. I'm going to set up my pricing. This is absolutely free. It's not going to cost them anything, and I'm just going to say create course. Okay. Now, once I have done the create course, I can do a welcome if I want to, but I'm not going to even do a welcome. Okay. I'm just gonna just do the lesson one. Okay. Because it kind of sets it up for us real quick. And I'm just gonna and if I have some different stuff that I need to put in there, I can put a what's next and all of that, and then they can get a little course completion. So I'm just gonna say how to animate with AI in less than a hour. Okay. And then I'm just gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna take this real quick. I'm just gonna tell Bree, I'm just gonna say, give me a description of a class where I'm going to show them how to use the content generator and Grok AI on how to make animation in just an hour, right? In just an hour. Okay. So here we go. I'm using my lead magnet. My lead magnet is a free class that I actually did. Okay, da 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 da. Join this free, blah blah blah. Okay, you can go and adjust it, right? And I'll go in and adjust it. It is what it is. Okay. Here. And then now, only thing I'm gonna do, honey, I'm going to put my YouTube link right there because I've already done this class. Okay. And so my coaches who are watching this, when you are doing your live, consider the repurposing of your live. Okay. Y'all type that for me. Say, consider the repurposing. Consider the let me switch accounts. Consider the repurposing of your content there. Okay, so I'm just gonna come in here and I'm gonna go in my YouTube, and once I go into my YouTube studio there, I'm gonna go to my content. I'm gonna find my live content, and then I'm just gonna go in there real quick and find this video, right? And so I'm just gonna say view on YouTube real quick, because guess what YouTube gives us? YouTube is going to give us an embeddable link. Okay. So only thing I have to do is press share. Once I go over there and press share, I'm just going to, and if I wanted to start at a certain place, I can do that. But embed options, embed privacy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't need all that. I just need to copy this. Then I go back into my courses from where I done did my free live at, right? And then I'm going to put it in there like so. And I'm going to say embed. Now that I have embed, let me tell you two things that we just did, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that we have done, number one, we have repurposed that live. Number two, we've also linked our social media there. So when they see that, they're gonna be like, oh, I wonder what else she got over there on that free channel over there. And they're gonna click that, Facebook page. They're gonna subscribe to the Facebook. Oh, okay, gotcha. They're gonna subscribe to the Facebook page, right? So now, not only have we gave them some free value, we also are growing our YouTube, our YouTube channel. Okay, and then for the little thumbnail, that's the little thing that look pretty. We just gonna say click and upload. We're gonna get that same. We're gonna use the same thing. Okay, I've already done this. I didn't have to go through and recreate. I didn't have to go through and recreate this stuff and do something different or anything, or anything like that. Now the course is there. It is available. I'm going to say save and I'm going to publish. Okay. Now once I have saved and published this, now I need to create an offer for this class. Okay. So I'm just going to edit this offer. I'm going to put the little description. Oh, no, that ain't the description that I had. I don't even remember the description I had, but I'm just going to say to, uh, learn, learn to animate with AI in 1 hour. Okay, I'm saying learn to animate, and then I can have actual pricing for this offer, but it's going to be absolutely, it's going to be absolutely free. And then offer thumbnail again. I'm just going to repurpose the same screenshot, right? So it'll be right there as well. And if I want to add any other offers or anything like that, because in order to activate this stuff in the what you call that thing, in the automation, you're gonna this is gonna need to be there. So the offer is absolutely free. I'm gonna say save, and then I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna say save and publish. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna say I put save. I don't know if it let me turn it on though. Let me see. Edit. La 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 la. No, it's a free offer. So did it let me save and publish? But if not, this is what you can always do. Go to offers. Okay. And once we go to offers, the visibility say draft, and we're gonna put this in publish. Okay. Because even if I clicked on this link right here and I copy this, okay, it's going to right, it's going to come in, and I can actually share this link if I wanted to and say sign up, blah, blah, blah. I can have them sign up and do whatever they want to do, but I know that the offer link is working. Okay. Put a one in the chat if you're following along. If you're following along, give me about 30 more minutes, guys. And I promise, I know I said an hour, but give me about 30 more minutes, because I wanted people to see the capability of when you get the full enchilada of the system. Okay, you can see that you're able to do courses, you're able to do classes, you're awesome, you're able to repurpose, what I'm saying, you're able to repurpose your lives and whatnot. All right, so now that we created a form, We mapped it to our CRM. We created a course that they're going to get, etc. Now we're going to create a real quick automation, okay? And with this automation, this is what we're going to do. We're going to click on automation. I'm going to build this. I'm going to build this from scratch. Your girl know what she's doing. Okay. So I'm going to say create a workflow. And you can do this. Some of you like, is this only on the CRM? If you have Go High Level, our system is built on top of Go High Level. You can follow the same stuff. Our stuff might be labeled just a little different, but if you already have Go High Level, go be great. Just follow the video. You'll know how to do it. Anyway, I'm gonna say start from scratch. And once you start from scratch, I'm just gonna say Facebook animation course. Okay, course. Okay, I'm gonna have a trigger. So basically, when you start your animation and you start it with a trigger is something that starts something basically. So it's like a trigger. It starts something. So what I am going to do is that I'm gonna add the trigger. Once I have added the trigger, I'm gonna say form. Okay. So it's gonna say Facebook leads form is submitted. I'm going to pick my page, which is from Crystal and Hell. Okay. And on the form, I don't want any because I don't want the same thing. I don't want the same thing. Okay. So I'm going to use the free animation class. Okay. So it's on Crystal and Hell page, which is my page I use. It's on my business page and it's from that particular form. So it knows on that particular page when this particular form is submitted, we're going to add a tag. So now everybody type segment. We're going to segment down our audience there. Okay. So we're going to add a tag. Once we have added a contact tag, okay, I'm going to add the contact tag, and the contact tag is going to be Facebook animation free alpha. Okay. So I know who these people are, right? And where they're coming in from. So now I added the tag. I added the tag, and I can change the name of the tag and just say, a animation tag added. Ooh, it smells good down there. I don't know what they cooking, but it sure smell good. All right. So once the animation tag has been added, I am going to add. I'm going to offer. I'm gonna type offer. Okay. I'm going to grant a course offer, and that offer is going to be AI animation class. Okay. Then I'm going to grant them an offer to come inside of my private community, right? Because we have private community, right? I'm going to add, it's going to say group access, is what it should say. Group. Yeah. So I'm going to grant group access, and I'm going to give them access to the free part of the AI. I'm gonna give them free access to my AI lab. And not only that, I'm gonna give them community points for engaging. I'm going to give them community points, and it's gonna say like community or something like that, or leaderboard points. I don't know what it is. And that's the lovely thing that I love about that's very different from school is that on GHL. Guess what? We're able to automate everything. So if they purchase something, I'm gonna give them points, and it's gonna increase engagement. Because God, dog, I just clicked on the link. I got some points when I went inside the group, right? So I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna give them I'm gonna just give them 1 point. I'm not gonna give a bunch of points, but I'm gonna give them 1 point, right? Because they're engaging in the community, because they're gonna see that there are levels inside of my course there where I have certain things that unlocks when you get to level 4, you get to level whatever it is, right? And so the more you are engaging, that's the easier way to start your acceleration path to unlock some of these amazing, some of the amazing courses. So now we got everything automated. We got it when they come in there. We're gonna give them access to the free course, where they're gonna add a tag. They're gonna get access to the course. They're gonna get access to the group, and I'm gonna give them a group point. I got to make sure I publish it, okay? And I'm going to save it. So now I don't have to manually go and connect this and do this and that, because I took the extra 5 minutes to go inside of my CRM system that everything runs on automation. Okay. And for some of you who are a little advanced and you have a Slack channel or something like that, I can also add a notification, right? I can add a notification to the workers who work for us during the daytime there. I can add a notification to my assistants, and I can send a message to Slack, and I can say so and so just joined from Facebook, go tell them hello, right? I can do that because also the system integrates with Slack. Now it is a premium automation. I think those premium automation cost a penny or something like that, but I can send a notification to Slack from my bot who is named Big X, and I can send it to a private channel, and on the private channel I can select my staff, and on my staff thing I can I can tell it that contact name, okay, which is whoever that person is. So first name, just signed up from Facebook, go welcome them in the AI group. Okay, I can say that. And so now every time somebody comes through, and Miss Karen as my witness, she on here too. Miss Karen as my witness. Um, Listen, Miss Karen as my witness. We did an ad there for some things that she's doing over there at the Sports Mom Talk, and every time, oh my god, every time somebody signed up, she was like, "Oh, cut it off," right? Because it'll send that information. I'm not gonna bombard my team with that and whatnot, but I'm just telling you, if you want to be aware of that, you can. Or if you want to send yourself an internal notification, right? So if you want to send an internal notification, and an internal notification is sending yourself a notification via email, SMS, WhatsApp, however you want to be notified, you can be notified. You can be notified accordingly. All right. So now we're ready to finish. All right. I set you up real strong, and now it's time to finish up this particular ad thing. All right. And if you're catching if you catching the replay, I guess I should have called this a little master course because it went in another direction that I didn't want to go. All right. So now that we're on the ad there, okay. Now we're gonna say it's a required SMS verification. Leads must verify their provider. A phone number is required for this feature. You can or you can't. All right. Our system is already going to verify whether it's good or not, but you can or you can't. Your choice. I want the path of least resistance. Okay. And the path of least resistance would be, don't make them go through 50 million hoops to get your course or to get your free lead or whatever. Okay. And this one says, follow up with lead. Do you want to chat? No, because we're going to follow up in our own system. We don't want it to do that. Okay. And so now this is the fun part, the ad creative. So this one, it says select and optimize your ad text, media, or enhancements, and we can either use a image ad or a video ad. Okay, we're gonna use video ads, but with us using with excuse me with us using a video ad, I'm just gonna come over here and go to our content generator, and I'm just gonna create something real quick. All right. So here, real quick, I just need to find a character. Let me find a character real quick. Let me go to my Canva, and I'll have something in there. I have a picture of her where I can I think I okay. Oh, tea time girls. Boom. And we got it. All right. Great. All right. So here. All right. I'll use the tea time girl. Okay. I'll use her. Boom. She's cute. So I'll use one of my tea time girls, and I am just going to download the current page there, because pretty much I am going to go into the CRM. I'm gonna animate her real quick. All right. So basically, I'm gonna do this live tutorial right here. Only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up 11 Labs, and once I open, that smell good. I want some. I'm gonna open up 11 Labs. It's a introduction scribe too. What's that? Yeah, I do. Okay. Ooh, they got something new over there. So I'm just going to literally go into text to speech. I'm gonna find a voice, like a teenage voice or something. I'm gonna find one of those. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's kind of annoying. But let me see. Let me try her. Okay, okay. Let's see. That's Fiona. Um, Let me find a young teenager. A young teenager. Let's see, Brielle. Okay, this is Samantha. Okay, okay. Just what? Okay, hold on. Let me use a voice that I'm familiar with. Okay, I'm gonna use Tiffany. I always use Tiffany for everything, and I'm just gonna say, hey there. I'm gonna say, hey, you think this is hard? I'm gonna say, hey, you think this hard? You think this is hard? Listen, listen. Take this free course and learn how to do this in an hour. I promise you, you are going to you are going to create you're going to I don't know, let me see. Hey, you think this is hard? Listen, take comma listen comma take this free course, learn how to hold on, let's have Bree. Okay, I'm gonna say, Bree, can you give me 5 different scripts for 11 labs, and it needs to be no more than 15 seconds. And the script is a young lady telling, using NLP language, LANUAGE, using NLP language, uh, telling the audience, AUDIENCE, to take the free AI, the AI animation course, free, and create something amazing. I don't know. Okay, so here she go. She gonna give me five different scripts. All right, I'm only gonna do 2 of them on here, but imagine creating in just 1 hour. Blah blah blah. Right? I don't like this. I could tell her make it better. Make it da 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 da. I'm gonna say make them empowering. Make them empowering, and FOMO before everyone is doing it. Right? Something like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the energy right there. Blah blah blah. Everyone's learning animation now. It's your turn. Yada yada yada. Right. And I'm gonna tell it, please use Lady Hill's tone. Okay, absolutely. And I'm telling it to use my tone. I want it FOMO. Blah 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 blah. Eh, yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go to copy, and I'm just gonna put one of them in here. But we're gonna do this. Boom. And then I'm gonna say enhance. It's gonna enhance the speech. I'm gonna tell it to generate the speech, right? Because I need something that's okay. Boom. Right. All right. Cool. So it's telling them, yo, come learn the AI class, learn this in half an hour. Blah blah blah. It gives a Sure. Thank you. I'm just on class right now. I know. Thank you. Girl, how you day, son? Well, I have to. That's hit. I'm telling him to bring some more. Okay. So I'm gonna download this one because I actually like this one. And once I download this one, only thing I'm gonna come through real quick. I'm gonna come in the content generator real quick, which is Xauti. That content generator. I'm just gonna do one, but I'm telling you, when you do it, do 5 different videos. Okay, make them say different things. Make them come from different angles and whatnot. So here, only thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna pull up the Creative Twin Pro. I'm gonna do a movie grade. I'm gonna upload the scene, okay? And I'm gonna tell it that the young lady is sitting on the floor and she is talking and smiling, okay? I already know that. Oh, I didn't see how long this was. Let me see how long this was. Nope, let me go to another one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use the AI twin generator there. Okay. And I'm gonna put her right here. And then as a director, I'm gonna give it the instructions on I like Tiffany voice, the other voice were not too oh yeah. So you just go in and kind of, just really play in it. So I'm gonna do the voice right here, right? And I'm gonna say the character is sitting on the floor. The character is sitting on the floor. She is smiling. She is smiling and using her hands to talk, right? I'm gonna dang, it normally gives me the oh, there you go, bam. I'm gonna upload the video there. So I'm gonna choose my audio file, which is right here in 11 labs. Oh, it's only 9 seconds. Praise the Lord. All right, and then I'm gonna say generate, and then hopefully it'll let us be great. So what it's gonna do now, it's going to go through and it's gonna start generating. Okay. So we're gonna let it generate. And while it's generating, if anybody in the VIP, if you have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and unmute your mic and let me know what you're thinking so far. We almost done.
I thank you for coming on today, number one, with this. Number two is which probably should be number one. The I don't have YouTube, so I guess I need to get one. It's like even if just to save my stuff on there, then I guess just to save it until I open it up is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you can use. I use YouTube is used for me as a lead magnet. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I've always used my YouTube as as a lead magnet, which it has grown, and that's what helped it grow. Because I don't like going there and do a lot of live. I mean, I do lives. Obviously, I'm doing live now, like on YouTube and stuff. But I would say, yeah, create the YouTube, and so then when you start going live, then it saves it. Or if you're using a program like I use like EV Mux, it saves it for you. And so since it saves whatever that you're doing in there, you can upload the video. I just already had done it because a lot of times when I'm teaching, I'm like in my head, I always have to think of how am I going to repurpose this, right? Because especially if I'm doing a free teaching, I need to make sure that I'm repurposing it. So when I'm teaching now, I would run this class because this one is on Facebook, but I would run this class and I will run this class as a master class for beginners. This is the ultimate master class of, whatever that you want to do. And so since I have this on my Facebook link, I'll just put it inside of my course, bring them into my community, and then begin to start the path of upgrading. Make sense?
Yeah, so pretty much you can just use Facebook as a place to store stuff and just keep it unlisted until you're ready to use it.
Correct.
Okay. This was the second time, well, in a week that I've heard that, and I don't have one set up.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get it set up this week, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. So here we go. It animates it, right? Is that good or not? I like that. So I'm going to make sure I'm gonna upgrade it and make sure it's in 720p. Okay. because when I first do the Creative 10, it does it in 480. So 480 is great for mobile, but when you put it on something big, it's you'll be like, oh my god, that's small. But if I liked it in that, I liked it like that. I liked what it was doing or whatever, and I just literally uploaded into the twin generator, uploaded mm, the audio, or if I wanted to record, if I wanted to record my audio, I would record my audio, and I'm just waiting for it to save it in 720. It almost got it right there. But I'll play it again so you can see it. That's dope. Okay. Now it has it in thing. I'm gonna download it in 720p. I'm gonna save it in our live tutorial. So now when I put it on the screen there we go. That's beautiful.
Everyone is learning animation
Look how
with
clear
AI
it
right
is.
now. Join the free AI animation class. Learn it in 1 hour and create something truly amazing.
Dope, right? So now that we have that, we're ready to go to our thing. And if you have it like on a video URL, I'm gonna show you a thing that you can do. So inside of your CRM, you can go inside of your pictures, and you can create a video for ads. So I mean a folder for ads. So I'm just gonna say Facebook ad videos, because you can upload your file directly, okay, or you can share a link. So I can host this right here inside of the CRM. Once I have hosted this inside of the CRM, I can get the link, come over here, put put my link there, and I can give it a title, and I can say animation class 1, and I'm going to say import. And what Facebook would do, instead of me having to upload it and I have it on my cloud, it's going to import, excuse me, it's going to import it from the link, and it also looks like it's doing some encoding or something like that. It's only a 9-second video, so that shouldn't take long at all. So now it imported my stuff. I select my video. Did y'all know Facebook can do that? Ain't that cool? I I import my video and I say next. Okay. Now it's gonna be like, okay, so in this place it's gonna look like this, and this place is gonna be like that, blah blah blah. So I'm just gonna say, just do it like that. Okay. I might so recommend it. Okay. So if it look weird, if it look funny, it's gonna show you the different ways that it's gonna do it. Okay, it's gonna do the one by one. It's gonna do the vertical screen, and it also is gonna do horizontal. So if the video is coming up and you like, oh well, I don't want it in this, I need to replace it. You can replace it, or you can just press this crop button just like I did and move stuff, and move stuff around, and then you're gonna say next. Okay. So now you're gonna get multiple options there. And this is what we're gonna use Bree real quick. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot this because it's gonna, for our creative ads, it's gonna let us do 5 different variations of stuff. So I'm gonna come in here and Bree, right? I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna tell Bree, I'm gonna say, hey Bree. Oh, let me find this. This sad when you take this many screenshots. Okay. But I'm gonna load this up in the Bree. Okay. Okay, can you give me 5 variations of each sections using NLP, okay, and FOMO, and using NLP and FOMO, okay, list each 5 in the sections. So I can copy and paste into Facebook. And then you got to always tell her this. Please make sure that you follow all of Meta's ad rules. Okay, just say that. And she give us the images. She gonna give us the stuff that's actually that's compliant and all that good stuff like that. Okay, so the primary text. Only thing we want to do, we're gonna come over here. If you don't like it, tell them make it better. But you're gonna come over here. It gives you 5 different ones to choose, to choose from. I'm just gonna put what Bree is really good at this because she's trained well. As you see, Bree Bree talks. When I tell you Bree talks like me, y'all, she really do. That's my girly pop, right? She talks like me because I've trained her very, very. When I tell y'all very extensively, she's a faith-based bot, and she used the scriptures and everything else. And I know some people might have an issue with that, but oh well. I believe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there was the last one, 5. Okay, I'm just gonna say copy, and we're gonna put that there just like so. Okay, look at that. Boom. All right. So then, and right here, it gives you the option where you can tailor based on personas and all of that. But we're just gonna leave that right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need to put one more. 5. Okay. And once we do that, AI is transforming. Blah blah blah. Okay, because they all using AI. I mean, they're literally using AI, but of course, obviously, okay. Then we're gonna have our short headline. We're gonna come down here. She's gonna give us a headline, some headlines. Learn AI animation in 1 hour, right? Because of course it's only an hour. So I have that here. Oops, let me go back over there. And those are lame. So the ones that they're suggesting to me, I don't like, and it's not using NLP or any of that stuff. Okay, because we want to use things that make people number one, stop the scroll, and stopping the scroll means that it catches somebody's attention. And NLP is neurological language that people use. I mean that stop people again, that help people stop the scroll in all shortness. Okay. And then I'm gonna have it here. Start creating with AI animation, yada yada yada. Okay. Again, just run it through Bree. If you look at it and you don't like it, but sometimes it's not even what you like. It's what your audience respond to. Because sometimes we'll think what our audience will respond to is something, and baby, they respond to something else, and it's funny to me. I see it all the time, and I'm like, surely, I'm just putting the descriptions in. It lets you do 5 different versions, 5 different ways. And like I said, as many different ways as it lets you do that, you want to do that. That is there for a reason. Use it, optimize it. Okay. There's no one fit all for no ad, because again, your audience or whoever that you're targeting is gonna respond. Some people respond differently than other people, and sometimes it be the most basic thing that people respond to. And you'll begin to, as you run more ads, you'll be able to understand that a little bit more. And then once you see what people respond to, keep a running list of what work, right? Because a lot of times we don't keep a running list of what works. And if you keep a running list based off your demographic of what works, I promise you're gonna see some amazing um you're gonna get some amazing results. I'm just gonna say sign up now. Okay. So what we did the primary text. Okay. We did a headline, a description, and a call to action, which is sign up, because that's what I want them to do. I want them to sign up. Okay. And then right here it say this is owned by default, but I guess I can customize my sticker. So it actually lets you customize a sticker. I don't know what the sticker should look like, so I'm just gonna put this sticker in there. I want her to look pretty. Okay. Because that's a new one that I've seen there. Okay. Oh, it says that's not support. Oh, images of people are not supported, and I want that ugly sticker there. Okay, take that sticker off. All right, cool. I don't want that sticker. But now this is showing me how this is going to come up, right? Look, it even do it translated in Spanish. All right, come through Facebook. Let's go. Right? It's doing what it's doing in Spanish and all of that good stuff. All right. I don't need necessarily want the video effects on there. Maybe it might work, maybe it won't. I don't know. Okay. But I don't know. Maybe. Okay. You decide, what you want, what you don't want, whatever. And I'm just gonna say done, right? And now that I am done, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to give us a preview on how our ads are going to look on stories, how it's going to look somewhere else. I don't know where that's at, but it's showing us all the different ratios and all that good stuff. Okay. Then we can click on destinations and all that is going to show us how it looks on the form, how it looks on Instagram. If we chose that, we did not chose that. We say, oh, media, stories, status, and reels. Now, if I don't want this to show in stories and reels or whatever, I won't put it there. But wherever you edit your video to meet the requirements, I really didn't have it going to there and whatnot. And I don't like the fact that this is telling me I don't want it to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay. So I put exactly where I want, where I want things to go. And it says choose a conversion event to track. The ad account selected data set will be tracked by default. So you can go and set this up. You can do website events, blah, blah, blah. But you have to go in and do your pixel and all that good stuff like that. If you have any third party reporting tools or anything like that, guess what? You can add that stuff there. You just need to connect it. So now that you have done all of this, honestly, I would have what I would have four more assets, but four more assets might be her. Then it might be somebody, a different character and whatnot. Okay. And the way you would do that, you would just say duplicate. You don't need to change anything. Just say duplicate, change out the video. You can say duplicate, like let's just say if I wanted to just do an image, right? And I'm just gonna say the original campaign, duplicate your ad, and I'm just gonna say duplicate, right? And then right here where it says duplicate, only thing I might change it out for a picture. Okay. So when I do this right here for my picture there, I should go down, la 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 la. I can erase this, add my media. I'm gonna add an image. And so with my image, I'm just gonna upload the image, right? Like I'm just gonna upload this. Okay. Maybe that because that performed naturally and organically on my thing. So I'm gonna do an image. I'm just gonna keep the original one. They said when I show up play, you select it, or maybe automatically crop to avoid this, yada yada. So maybe I say crop, or I should make this a one-on-one, right? Or I can just do this, be like, okay, just show this part. Boom. Okay, cool. If it's a square, bam. If it's this way, I'm just gonna crop it, right? I'm just gonna crop it over here and have a homegirl looking pretty. And then I'm just gonna say next. I'm gonna keep everything the same. Next. Okay, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna say done or whatever. Right. And then it goes through and it's gonna show me different stuff, yada yada yada. Okay. And then if I want to change the name of this right here, I can just scroll up and then I can just say picture only. Animation one, picture only. Okay. So maybe I want to test the picture and see how it goes. So it gave me this one. It gave me a 74% one. Okay. So in the particular ad set, I would run it where I would actually have 4 to 5 different ads there. Only thing I'm gonna do now that I got all my ads set, I have my forms. I have my forms ready to go, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Sorry, I went over an hour. And then I'm gonna say publish. All right. So now that I have said publish, okay, these are what now we have a whole ad set, right? So I have the ads, and I have my whole ad set that I want, that I wanted to do. Right now this says this is in draft. I don't need it in draft. I need this to publish. So I'm gonna say publish it, right? And then let me go to the ads, animation one, right? Ad name, bam, and I need to publish this. I don't want to publish it. And normally it says ad, it's a one campaign, one ad, blah 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 was published, right? So I'm just gonna go over here to my campaigns there, and once I press reset, okay, there we go. So now it's processing it, okay? So Facebook is gonna process it, look at it, make sure is all this stuff like that. But just in a little bit, they're gonna approve it. And once they approve the ad, they're gonna start serving it to the people. Normally it take if it's your first time ever doing an ad, it might take like an hour or so. But normally in about 5-10 minutes or so, it's going to it's definitely going to update. Okay, so it's going to update. It's going to show you exactly where it is. Hey there, hey there, hey there, hey Tico, hey Miss Carolyn. Oh, good to see y'all. All right, so so that is all it is to really running an ad the easy way. Okay. There are there are other ways, of course, that you can run your ads. But the first thing you should always consider when running your ads, honestly, is it worth its salt, right? Because if your ad is not compelling, nobody is going to buy it. If nobody even organically is liking what you're doing or what you're saying, you need to go and revise it, right? You always start organically, right? There are three the BBBs basically is you can, when it comes to traffic anyway, is that you can buy traffic, you can borrow traffic, or you can build it. Okay, building is organic, borrowing is maybe partnering with other communities, or maybe posting in other communities who have your type of clientele that you want, and y'all have a like and a shared interest where it's beneficially mutual for both of you guys. You're able to do that, right? You can borrow traffic, right? You can post in AI groups, post in groups that are and this not even to say, oh, come buy my stuff, da da da, just say, oh, look what I can do, but I'll do that training in a VIP, because that's more of a VIP training, not a really a public training. But you can borrow traffic, and then you can buy it by using ads. Okay, and again, setting that thing at $5 a day, and just let it run and see what it do. And if it's not doing what you don't want it to do, turn it off, right? Don't waste your money, because that's money that you're spending. But if it's doing what you're supposed to do, the ad will convert, right? It will convert into your offer. And ultimately, my objective is to come get them on my content generator. And the first thing is, okay, cool, come in, you're gonna pay $27 a month and you get some access, right? But they're gonna have limited access. What about if they want to do courses? They want to do this, they might need help, and then there's a path of upgrade that they can go through my system. All right. And so literally, you seen what I did, you seen what it takes to go through there. So before we log off, do anybody in the comment section, do you have any questions? If so, go ahead and type them now, and I will answer them accordingly. For our VIPs who are on Zoom, do you have any questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh, snaps. Okay. All right. So there is no questions. Thank y'all. Thank each and every one of you for tuning in tonight. As we are here. Oops, let me undo this. Okay. All right. And I hope you guys were able to learn something about your ads. And those of you who are in the VIP, I will have all the links that I share with you tonight as well. And for those of you who were on and you like, hey, Here's the link as well to the show notes tonight that has pretty much what I was doing on there. So you can take a portion of my slide deck over there and go do some great things. Okay. So until next time, my name is Crystal Hale and I.
Hello, creators. Look, if you missed tonight's live, you missed an amazing experience. I am Lady Hell's AI twin, and guess what, y'all? The future is here. You don't necessarily have to get all dolled up to do a podcast or to express your point. There is no reason why you cannot have you can't there's no reason why you can't have content out every day, why your message cannot be spread every day. Everything, if you're saying you can't, sis, that's excuses. Get over there in the AI lab today. Sign up. Generate you a twin. Find you a cute outfit and begin to talk. Yes, I'm talking about talk. 1 minute talking. Just talking, right? All right. So no excuse.
Everybody
Hello, creators.
tripping
Look,
about AI, but I'm here to tell you that your creativity won't die. It's not gonna change who you are, but it will make you viral, maybe a superstar. I know that you might get scared, but it's okay because it can seem weird on the